All right, so let's do a quick follow-up review on this Sig Romeo 4M. This red dot sitting on this FX9 pistol, and I've had this sucker for a little while. I got it from a store called Machine Guns Montana, and look them up on the web. They have a website. They have an awesome selection of firearms. They got suppressors and select fire stuff, all kinds of neat toys. They're kind of one of the better outfitted firearms and accessories dealers that I've seen in my area. And they're up here in Montana, northwest Montana, so make sure to check them out. Feel free to give them a call if you have any questions. They do have these optics in stock for really cheap. Be sure to give them a call as their inventory changes. If you're looking for one of these 4Ms, he will ship online, no problem. So in any case, I've had this sucker for a while, and I've had it on some AR-15s, moved it around a little bit, but for the most part, it's been on this FX9 pistol. It seems to go well with the pistol, and I like the optic for the pistol here. And I haven't had any issues with the thing, except for one, and that's this right here, the mounting bolt. The mounting bolt isn't the highest quality of metal, and I know other people have talked about that before, and it may have been my fault for over torquing a little bit when I mounted, but I'm glad it came with two mounting bolts. The first one I had, I put it on and torqued it a little bit too hard and just kind of snapped it. So it may have been my fault. We'll keep that little caveat there. I probably torqued it too much, and it's probably my bad. But in any case, that's an important data point that be careful with those bolts. They're small, and the metal isn't exactly the strongest metal. And I see that commonly amongst these, like these types, the Hollow Suns, various other type of optics that are kind of in the price range. The metals might not be the toughest metals. I mean, you have to save money somewhere in order to pass it on to the consumer. So it is what it is. Just make sure don't over torque these things, because you will snap the bolt. And if you don't have a spare mounting bolt, it'll be a pain. But that's the only problem. Everything else, the reticle is good to go. It's maintaining its sharpness. It's not fuzzy at all. No zero problems. I haven't had any issues with the part, no looseness inside the optic or from where the optic mounts to the riser mount here. There's no looseness. I haven't had any issues with the clarity of the glass in this thing. Everything's been working really well. And like I said, I haven't had any hard use with it, just 5.56 recoil and then the 9mm recoil. I had it on FX9 carbine, and now I have it on FX9 pistol. And the recoil isn't much at all, but it is what it is. It's holding up pretty good. It is the model 4M, Sig Romeo 4M, so it is one of the models that the FBI designated that, hey, we can use these on some of our patrol rifles. So take that with a grain of salt. FBI is not the end-all be-all when it comes to epic firearms and all that stuff, but it's a neat data point. So would I recommend it? Yes. Just be careful when you're mounting it. Don't over-torque the thing, and you'll be just fine. The one biggest selling point that I like with the 4M is it has the EOTech style reticle. It has that reticle that it has the dot with the 65 MOA circle around it, and it's pretty much, for me, it's negated any want that I may have for an EOTech, because it's lighter, it's extremely low profile, it's very small, and it has that very nice bright 65 MOA circle with the dot. I see no need to get a bulkier EOTech when I have this. So your mileage may vary, and feel free to leave your option or your opinions on that, but I really, really like it. This particular one has the anti-reflective device on the front here. See it right there. I like the anti-reflective devices. Some people don't, and I'm not worried about optic glint or anything like that. I like them because it's more of a way of providing a little bit of front-end protection for the optic. That's basically it. And I like the look. That's just me. But in any case, the dang things hold up pretty well for me. And I do recommend, if anybody's looking for the Sig Romeo, I can recommend the 4M. I haven't messed with the 4T or any of the other models, but the 4M I can certainly recommend. It's certainly a good optic, and the price is going to vary. Make sure to call Machine Guns Montana or check him out online. If you do, let him know I sent you over there, because he's been having some good deals on these things. And they're a lot cheaper there than I've seen in a lot of online places, which is weird to me. Usually when I deal with a gun store, a local gun store, they're more expensive than online. That's kind of the par for the course, but he's kind of the other way around. So be sure to check him out. And if you have any thoughts on this thing, feel free to leave it in the comments section. Let me know what you think. I really enjoy these optics. I have a lot of other optics that I'm enjoying right now, but again, I'm going to recommend these. They're not the end all be all, but they're certainly a good optic, especially if you're a little bit strapped in cash and you can't afford that uber expensive aim point or any of that stuff. All right, thanks a lot for watching. As always, stay safe.